So now we've got our unnormalized form. We've identified the multi-valued attributes. 1NF is going to be customer ID, customer name, I've just abbreviated it, customer address, and customer telephone. Customer ID is underlined because it's the prime key. And then down here we've got equipment ID, and we've got type, cost per week, CPW, date rented, and return date. Total cost, you see, shop name, address, town, and contact number. Okay, nothing's underlined there. We'll deal with it in a second. To make the link between the two tables, we have to take customer ID down to 1. Happy with that? Excellent. Okay, and we mark it with a star, which means it is a foreign key. Okay, so that's almost finished. Identified the multi-valued attributes, copied them down to a new table, added the primary key in the first table as a foreign key in the second table, and the last thing we do is we find a key, and it's going to be a compound key that makes it unique. Okay, so I'm going to flip back to the other thing here. So what makes it unique in the second table? Equipment ID. Okay, anything that's been printed multiple times? No, but it's got the potential to be. Equipment ID is okay as part of the key. Probably date rented would be good. Date return might be blank, so we don't use that. So equipment ID, date rented, and customer ID would be very good, because you would never hire the same type of equipment on the same day, the same person. There's a little bit of common sense going on there. So equipment ID, date rented, customer ID, and that makes the compound key. Okay, moving on. The next thing is to put the second normal form. So the first thing you do is, at second normal form, the top table is just completely ignored and goes right across the third. It's got a by. Okay. And this one, we just write the key fields out. So date rented and customer. Remember that customer ID's got a foreign. Okay, so there's our 3. And then we have to work out. So that was the key there. That's the key. This is the whole key. And then that'll be nothing but the key. So this is the key, the whole key, sorry. So which one of these values depend on those 3 fields to be unique? So equipment ID is used to get type, but date rented doesn't change the type. You can have type, same type of different days. Customer ID doesn't relate to type, so type comes out. Type down here. Cost per week. Does it rely on the equipment ID, date rented, and customer ID? Not all of it, but if we have a look, the cost per week could potentially change depending on the date, couldn't it? So that's a pretty good one. Yeah, that makes sense. So equipment ID costs a certain amount, dates rented. Just double check. They're rented for a season. Okay, so it's not, but it would come out as well. Cost per week come out. The return date definitely links to all those. So return date to be there. Tell this app is definitely like killing the processor. TC, what was that again? Total cost. So that is linked to this, isn't it? Because it's total cost per rental, which depends on the person and the date it was rented and the equipment ID. Shop name doesn't. Yeah. Address, town, contact number. Okay. So they're separate because that's to do with the shop. And so all that's left to do is to make this table here somehow link back to here. So what you do is you take one of the key fields here, equipment ID or date rented, and you make it a primary key down here. Doesn't matter which one, but it makes more sense for the equipment ID because you get it from a shop. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use it in there. It's now the primary key there. Okay, so customer at the top, equipment ID at the bottom, everything else in the middle. The last thing to do is to make the middle table foreign key back this table. Okay, and so now we're at third number form. So this is nothing but excellent. Okay, so this table is nothing but the key. So any non-key attribute that isn't, so anything that's not underlined. Okay, any non-key attribute which is not directly linked to the primary key should come out into a separate table. So in this one, all the non-key attributes are about customers. So it's not going to draw out. In this middle table here, we've already established that the non-key fields totally relate to all the key fields. So nothing changes there. It goes across, you draw out. Okay. But this one, equipment ID has a type and a cost per week, shop name, address, town, and contact number. And so common sense dictates that equipment and shops are separate. So you would have, I'm not going to write it out, you would have equipment and it would have actually type and cost per week. I'm definitely messed up there. Type and cost per week, and that's one table. And then the other table is shop name, address, time, and contact number. Okay, so which one of these things are more likely to be the key field? Shop name, address, town, or contact number? Shop name. Shop. Excellent. So that key field, but to make these tables talk to each other, foreign keys, primary key back in there, but you don't underline it because then you should be changing. It's just a form. And so there's some tricks here. What you would do is you would have in this table one field more because you've just moved that. In the second table you'd have one field more because you've just moved out ID primary key. So there. Yeah. Third table you've got one key field more, shop number, shop name, foreign key, but it's not underlined. One primary key there, two primary keys there, 1, 2, 3 primary keys there, 1, 2, 3, 4 primary keys there. And there's like little tricks you could do. 0 foreign keys, 1 foreign key, 2 foreign keys, 3 foreign keys. Okay. There. Okay. And that's that database table fully.